Hey, what's up, you guys? My name's Emma. Today will be reacting to Kaguya-sama Love is War Ultra Romantic Episode 7. Things were getting a little bit more serious on every front, given how close the third years are getting to. I say third years, but yeah, they're getting to graduation, and now Miyuki's like basically set on if he can't get her to confess, he's going to say it. He has to say it. Considering he's planning on going to school abroad and all of that stuff. So things are looking pretty good on that front, even though it's a little bit of a tense situation. But I kind of just want to jump into the episode, so we're going to, if I have any thoughts on recap, we're going to do that after. So let's get started with the episode in the count of 3, 2, 1, now. Oh, Eno. Yeah, okay. Ooh. Oh, for the festival? Like the bonfire. It is interesting, with how, much they're trying to resolve. We're moving into, like, the other characters, like, side of things as well. Like, because they've been good at that, too. Like, having episodes, that periodically throw in a lot of stuff with, Hayasaka. And then we obviously get our, bits with Chika as well. Ishigami had his huge spotlight last season as well, which was my favorite, I think, of the season, actually. Oh, okay. His dad still cracks me up, though. Comes on very strong, which might be necessary for wanting his kid to not have any regrets. And, you know, later down the line, have that fester because of, whatever reason can be on his mind in the, you know, in the moment. I just realized Patreon had no audio for the opening, but it's okay. I caught it. I was like, wait a minute. I remembered something else, so of course that means I forget another one. Ah, put them together. That's great. Yeah. Two days. That's cool. Can't love. It is, you know. Oh, damn. He was with them before. Mm-hmm. Yep, no, it's your turn to get used to it. Tsubame. Mm-hmm. Okay, so it needs to be, like, very diverse. Clear-headed? I would be careful about that statement. That is a long-ass slogan. Hmm. Oh, come on. Yep, no. Come on. Yeah, okay, nice. Nice save. Good. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, you did not like that save. She was pretty standoffish with Ishigami, too. It seems like maybe she's a bit better on that front now, but there's still things there. Are unnecessary. Mm-hmm. Hey, don't get mad. He's just, using his expertise here. Oh my god. He is one-upping them, but I just love Ito's face right now. Mm. Oh no, it's a full-on war. Yeah. Hey, you still look good. He's just admittedly adding more levity to it. Yeah. Yep. A campfire. Yep, that's what she wanted. Oh, come on, guys. You were hyped about everything else, but not this. God damn it. God damn it. That's a good thing. That's like an actual point, but oh. That in itself was help. Like getting her to focus on something. Yeah. Okay, sees it. Yes. Yeah, no, it helps because she's always like there working with them, so. It look he had a smile on his face for that too, yeah. See? Oh my, I'm sorry. There, and she's with her too. So, 32. Okay. There we go. Yep. There we go. What? Yeah, of course. I think with Onodera, maybe it's more of like seeing how they themselves handle the situations and like maybe, I don't know, something there. I don't think she's bad. Oh, her with archery. Oh my gosh. Kaguya worshippers. Oh my god. Yeah, no. Is it like the Yuki-Soma fan club? Yeah, no photos are allowed. Yeah. Please ignore her. Okay. Ooh. All those foolish mortals. Yep. Nope, you can't miss that. But why are you so talented at archery? That is pretty impressive, but yeah. Oh my god. You've taken them out. I like really wanted a comedic just bop. I'm thinking of other things where it would happen. um Yes, yes. Mm-hmm. Putting everything you have into that. Festival origin story. A love story about someone who gave his heart to his beloved. Okay. Oh, damn. Why not? I would never kill anyone, but you're dead. These guys are something else. That does help, yeah. Trigger that legend. No, that narration was ominous as fuck. Uh-huh. Oh, okay. I mean, hey. Oh. Oh no. Very dangerous. Yeah. Good. Called for. What is this bear? Just gonna say it's like Chica track going on. Wants to blow it up. Oh. Oh, Chica's so done. Oh, oh. Is he trying? Why don't you show him? Oh my god, it's being passed on her. It's hell on earth. I can't tell you. Oh. Too much air and then... Oh? But he... No, you did not. Yeah. A child's potential. Oh my god. Yeah, why don't you put yourself through it again then? Okay. Oh. Oh no. Okay. Determined to do things on your own? You're leaving? How much are you stabbing yourself? I every type of pop. How? How? What? Yeah, no, I could not. No. No, I'm with her with this. Oh. Ah. Yeah, exactly. No effort is wasted. Yeah. It all means something. So they just, yeah, just naturally, boom. Mm-hmm. I didn't think about that because I thought they would all have, like, fresh ones, but she hesitated. Yeah. Oh my god, that's adorable. He knows what to do, though. No, he's gonna get it. No, no, he popped it. God damn, I had faith. I had fucking hope. I failed. Nope, you have to teach him now. Yep. Oh my... Oh my god. Wait, how was that? Where'd the episode go? Excuse me? Oh my god. I have my schedule set up for a reason, so I don't just binge the same thing. Realistically, if I upload, well, if I watch more than one episode and, like, simultaneously, I could just set it to the date it's supposed to be ahead of time, I guess, but... Oh my, that episode was a good blend, I think. And much like, Ishigami getting to open up and, like, maybe not... I don't have the proper word for how I describe his arc, because not resolve, but, like, have something settled. Like, he literally was able to basically tell that girl, shut up, like, I don't care what you have to say about this. But we're getting to see a little bit with Ino, too, actually, maybe starting to feel comfortable enough to resolve or be able to speak her mind or thoughts and, like, share. Oh, it's just gonna jump into the opening next episode. Okay, then. But, yeah, I like getting to see that bit, because, she obviously saw this fire, and she was young here, from the looks of it, almost. Straight into the opening, but having, Ino and Ishigami, work together on this is really smart. Last time, obviously, she described, like, her ideal partner, and I'm not, like, shipping them like that. If you do, it's fine, because, I don't know. I just, like, when I'm talking about them, sometimes people might think I'm only inherently, like, thinking in matters of shipping. I like any character dynamic, so I'll just talk about these two in particular in how, while both of them are so standoffish against each other, they do both also look after each other or take note of what's going on in their current, you know, situation. They're both very aware, whether they know it or not. We had Ino's friend, I'm sorry, I'm forgetting her name, but, you know, she even knows that they both did that. We got that little reveal on how she went and talked she was trying to talk to the staff, I think it was, about how they were trying to basically kick Ishigami out, especially because he was not writing the apology that he shouldn't have had to write, but, you know, it's all in the past there. Luckily, we had Miyuki and Kaguya go in and basically tear that to shreds. Like, no, this is not necessary. But, yeah, so we get Ishigami in because we mentioned Tsubame's the one in charge of all this. And, you know, she's like high spirit energy, all gung-ho about it. Poor Ino's very... This isn't her scene. We do know from, you know, how she's been integrated into the student council, she has that side that wants to also have fun, not always have to be super strict to rules and all of this, because the way she was brought up, it's understandable she would want to cling to those things, and, like, she would prefer if she could put her, what she might deem as, like, childish desires or thoughts behind. But it's totally natural to want to have fun or, like, see these things. Like, one of her wish just seems to be she wanted, like, the bonfire, like, all of that. And, you know, that's perfectly okay. Yes, it's made extra work because they need to get approvals. They need to prove to the adults and all of that they can be trusted with the case of this fire. And you know, they're pretty understaffed. But if they're dedicated enough, they can show to the adults and all that they have earned this trust. They can do it. And I just like that. I swear, like I was trying to briefly mention very poorly, Onodera, she didn't inherently seem super bad. I remember her giving me on and off vibes when we were going through Ishigami's case. She only ever seemed very, like, kind of, not patronizing, but a little bit, like, upset when it came to Ishigami was, like, faltering at the mention of his past, like, the past incident, and, you know, he wasn't really able to stand up for himself, like, and then at the time, too, it could have been Onodera actually possibly believing a little bit of it, but, you know, we don't know her side of that. But obviously she seemed to have warmed up because they got through the festival. They, like, you know, celebrated together, all of that. With Ino, she threw this suggestion out there, and Onodera brought up, you know, understaffed this, so it's going to be a lot of work. And instantly that brought about another, it was like the second or third moment of hesitation for group speaking, like being the one in front of everyone, trying to, you know, rally up the crowd, explain what you want to get done, how you want to get it done. And so I don't think Onodera's bad. I think back then when I watched season 2, when I initially occasionally would be like, hey, like, that's not how you should maybe phrase things, I think Onodera might actually be pretty cool. Especially because even though she was the one who brought up the issues about the fire, she also seems to be the one who actually stuck with Ino to go to building to get the approval and talk it out. So, you know, I think that's really cool. But again, Ino's in, like, a completely new environment. Ishigami got to spend a decent amount of time with them already, so he's in this group already. You know, having this war over Tsubame too. Like all the guys in the squad we saw earlier trying to, you know, show off their knowledge. And it is so, like, such a little petty thing that them and Ishigami are taking part in. Because ultimately, it's like, for them, it's like, cool, good thing, you really did help her out, because now she has this info that she didn't have before, so it is helpful, thank you. And then, like, they get upset when Ishigami comes in to, like, add more context. And yes, I know he's doing it bad, but it's like, also Ishigami, it's like, they gave that groundwork, you just filled in some details. So realistically, all of you did good, but y'all are feuding. You're like, who did it better? Who gave her the most info? Meanwhile, she's just very appreciative of everything happening. She's like, thank you. I didn't know that. But the whole time, too, you know, it's just on it. She did not buy that he was just wanting to fill in. I have a feeling she was kind of like, this is some feuding going on. But yeah, also what? I woke up, LOL, for real. It makes no sense at all, but it's totally amazing, LOL. Why don't we party like there's no tomorrow at the Shuchin Festival? This, a million times this. Never have I ever been a popular otaku. Gonna catch some Z's now. Good night. I don't think this slogan will pass. I do think in this moment, she has the right to, like, try to draw their attention in a little bit. Like, not in a, we should really be, like, strictly business on this front, but we are going a little crazy. These slogans are kind of out there, and I don't know if your, school board would actually be super excited for them, because they seem to take, this is a prestigious school, so, you know, we need to take it somewhat seriously. We can put our own flair into it, but I don't know about that second one, Chief. But yeah, right here, let's get serious about this, and yeah. Yeah, but we are being serious, because this is them being serious. This is, like, them, like, genuinely, from how they're viewing it, what they want the festival to be like. It's like, this is what they would want to say. But it doesn't, like, strike that same chord, because they're all going to have different thoughts on the festival and the levels of what they deem to be serious. If all you do is project values then don't mesh with your, that don't mesh with your own, you'll never get anywhere, yeah. Like, everyone's going to have their own values and thought process, so she really was just trying to point out a thing that I know sometimes it seems like they're going out there and maybe not taking it super serious, but they are in their own way. It's everyone's comfort level too sometimes. We see that, you know, she has all of these thoughts and, like, high values, but she's, you know, a little insecure given how past incidents have led to basically bullying. And so while she is passionate about it, she's really scared of the reaction to it. Whereas, you know, with her debating with Miyuki, we saw that people were on her side, actually, until they read some things. But, like, a lot of people were like, actually, you got this next time, you know. And it was really close. Yeah, but then tell us what kind of slogan you have in mind. Like, because she interjected her thought of, we all have to be serious here, but then she also didn't have a slogan in mind. But yeah, we have Tsubame stepping in and calming down this initial situation. But it's interesting that they did not focus on Ishigami until this next little bit, when it came to the fire. Yeah. Because, yeah, no, they're little petty feud, like I said. There's, you know, just like, okay, then. They're petty squabbles. Because she wants it, but there's issues, there's controls, but she's faltering again. Yeah. So that thing of yours, you're still not cured. A good way, at least for Ishigami, given their dynamic, would be to instigate in a way. Because, you know, she's not going to accept the help. But through not accepting it, turning and, like, focusing on him and taking that moment of probably looking at this as if it's, him pitying her, in a sense. You know, it causes her to be able to stand up and state what she's thinking and really push through it. Yeah. Exactly like what she had Miyuki do, basically. He had Miyuki do. And then she goes all in. And, you know, it works. Everyone's agreeing. They even got the principal to stamp approval for it. And it's all working well. And it's just knowing, like, because he's just watching in the background. Look at her go. She's leading the charge. All of these people saw all of the stuff she was doing, how much she was helping, how much she cared. And, you know, it showed off. Because what initially seemed like an impossible ask might actually be a reality now. Which, I love that. But yeah, no, and he's smiling. He's happy. These, you know, him and Ino, both, when they sometimes talk to each other, get into their own little type of back and forth. But, like, they don't hate each other. And it's just the way he said that. Yeah. And then it's just this nice moment of, her and Onodera getting to share the fact that they both are really excited and really want that fire. So, you know, they're gonna do their best for it. Yeah. But then going back to this, the interviews, it is interesting. I figured as much that Kaguya would have a fan group. Like, I would have been amazed if there wasn't one, actually. But, like, going to each club that they went to, like, they clearly came here for Kaguya. She can't take pictures. Like, none of that could be made public, based off her family. But she goes through and explains it very nonchalantly. Like, it's just kind of a matter of fact. In the way of she just picked it up and shot, and she's just been shooting it like that ever since. Like, I can't really get a big read on all of her emotions here. Like, they go in to talk about the things that she excels at, and I know the fangirls are, like, expressing the prodigy thing in a little bit of a goofy, dramatic way. But in a sense, it's very real with Kaguya. Because the way she carries herself also leads to a lot of sometimes minimal interaction. Her family certainly doesn't help with her interactions. But then there's others who kind of look upon her, like, knowing of all of these, you know, accomplishments and strengths, and kind of just look at her as this prodigy and not as another person, you know? Not as another student who's just like them. But yeah. You haven't entered a single tournament since starting high school, have you? So the way it's ultimately turns out is it is around Christmas time, which is the potential time frame for her to actually have, like, maybe a date with Miyuki. Like, at least for this upcoming, like, I don't know if she would have done that right away. So I am still interested in that. Especially because we heard that she's in this club, but we never really hear too much about the club. You know? And so to, like, I'm wondering how much, she actually puts into this compared to the times where she's, trying to hang out with Miyuki, or the times that she does actually go out with Chika, when they, like, the store visit and all of that. Or just how much she's allowed to do stuff, without it suddenly becoming a problem for her family. But yeah, again, they go over the top to depict this, and then Angel, and then they're going into the, like, tale of the school. Last season, they brought up, Kaguya, the legend of Kaguya, when Miyuki was stargazing, which is why, that would explain why he was be able to, talk with, the astrology club, there. I was, like, thinking about it, like, oh, wow, that's interesting he's there. Like, he was working on something, but I was kind of also like, huh, okay. Wonder why the club was brought in, and then I thought about it more, and he was super into it, and it would make sense that, he would talk a lot, because that's, like, something he's passionate about. But yeah, just seeing it getting brought back up is, I imagine, very, very important. In what way, I don't know yet, but it is intriguing. But yeah, ever since then, she's just shot the same way. And the music going on with it, too, is merely the result. Yeah. And she killed them. But then, yeah. Because, and again, they're focusing on this, too. Like, obviously the details, they're like, you're going pretty all out. It's like, well, this is going to be the 30 year's last project. So they're going to put their heart and soul into it. But yeah, the Hoshin legend. A love story about someone who gave his heart to his beloved. But yeah. Momo, Astronomy Club. But yeah, no, it is interesting, too. It's like, because she's the daughter of the Ryuju Gumi boss. It's like, is that really enough of a reason to come in to interview? But yeah, this does seem like the type of person Miyuki might still actually be able to sit down and have a conversation about this type of stuff with. He's not gonna let, those occasional, like, phrases throw him off. He can take that. But yeah, interesting that he's working on this. Yeah, it's a prank traditionally played by the student council. Several decades ago, the student council installed a giant ball on the roof to place a paper mache gemstone like ball there. Just mentioned a side job, so he's like the last samurai, like connecting it to all of these different types of legends. Done like a man at the culture festival. So yeah, no, like, we're really getting close to all of the things to come. I'm nervous, but I'm also really, really excited. And again, this narration was oddly ominous. Very ominous. Whether it's to just build upon, you know, these characters themselves just talking, and this is that specific person's thoughts, and, like, trying to add the drama to their report, or the show actually giving a narrative that, like, what we're in for is a lot. So... Oh, and yeah, the fucking club, the card playing cheating goods. Yeah, the board game club. Yeah, no, we're not gonna accept a all-out fight to the death type game. No thank you. You can keep that for yourself. You're getting rejected. But yeah, I guess... we'll also go briefly into... I appreciate Chika's willingness to go back to war to help Miyuki learn something. And I was really, really hoping when she realized he was using old balloons, which are prone to just blowing up, that he actually, through his attempts with the old balloons, would be able to piece it together and, you know, nail it. She's not that lucky. I shouldn't have assumed she would ever be that lucky. But I commend her for not wanting to let him down. She's telling Kashiwagi to, like, not even bother while she's sitting there fighting with herself. Like, but look at him, he's struggling. We need to help him. Not deter him from growing and making him take the easy way out. I want him to learn. Just her look, she just knows things are bad. But yeah, the way the art shifts into, like, this very almost horror-esque style. But yeah, even if you appeal to my protective instincts with that look on your face, like, this whole time she's just like, oh my god, he's trying his best. I want to help him. Should I help him? But then all of these memories of the other times are hitting her, and she's like, what if it's just another one of those? What am I gonna do? And, you know, I love that ultimately she does manage to hold off. She does manage to hold off and back off. He goes to, you know, the student council room, which is effectively, like, his and Kaguya's safe space. And it's, like, where their comfort is. Because that's where they are almost always guaranteed to be able to, you know, speak, interact. And so he goes there. He does feel bad. He knows, probably almost pretty quick that the constant failings and the blowing up of the balloons is probably messing with her, even though she's not really saying anything about it. But, you know, he still wants to try, and he even becomes, like, he opens up. That's the big thing. He lets himself be vulnerable in this moment with Kaguya that, you know, he doesn't usually do. He likes to make sure that no one sees these, as he phrases it, weaknesses. When, you know, no one's gonna be perfect at fucking everything, especially when they just start out. Like, it can be frustrating when you see, like, everyone else around you catch on really quick while you just seem to just be unable. Like, literally, he just starts with simply filling the balloon with some air and they just explode. But he's still able to sit here. I'm going to talk about Kaguya's thing in a minute, but yeah, it's like, why can't I even manage to do something like this? He's struggling with, like, it's supposedly a very simple, relatively easy task, right? But he's phrasing it as if, like, him being unable to do even something like this is as if he hasn't accomplished other things that, like, to, like, other people would arguably be a lot bigger feats. I mean, he's the student council president. He's balancing so much, like, other curricular stuff on top of having to maintain his first place grade. He's here at a school where, like, all of these, you know, high standing officials, kids are going, because he's earned his right to be there. You know, he works jobs on the side of all of this as well. He is very capable and he's willing to learn. He's willing to put a lot of time in to figure things out. But the initial start here of just not being able to get it, he's doing his best to do it on his own, and it's just not working out. It's really getting to him. And, you know, a lot of these things he's doing on his own, but it's not bad when, you know, someone does come in and help you from time to time. It's never a bad thing. It's not fun having to ask for help or feeling like you never can do anything without help. But sometimes even, like, here, we have, well, before said incident with Chika finding out it wasn't actually the expired balloons. But here, just simply having Kaguya take in his, you know, words of, like, doubt, like saying, struggling not to admit to myself that I'm incompetent. Like, she hears this, it's so meaningless. And she stops what she's doing and, you know, just this whole moment here. I've unraveled one more mysterious thing about you. And, like, she doesn't turn him away. She doesn't treat him poorly. She treats it like a treasure, like something to be cared about, like nothing bad. I totally can speak. Where your ready wit comes from. Exactly. It's like all this hard work you are putting in, to you right now it feels useless. You know, you're looking at this momentary, in your eyes, failure and just deeming it as a useless effort. Like, it's, you know, I just suck. But through all these efforts and how hard you went in, like, they slowly, you know, build up, and it's never a waste, you know. Sometimes it does genuinely, in the moment, feel bad, but it's never a waste. But yeah, a very nice, sweet moment. Yeah, and that no effort is wasted. Never. I love that she's giving that piece of advice, but in the back of my mind too, I'm like thinking on that. I want her to also know those words for herself, but in a different sense from Miyuki, obviously, but more towards her efforts to be herself outside of what she's expected to be as, you know, the daughter of the Shinomiya stuff. You know, like, I want her to be able to one day, even in the face of her father's cold expectations, to know that it's like that's not how it's always gonna have to be. Like, thinking back to how she shut down when she was not allowed to go on the shopping trip, when she was basically denied the firework festival. Like, those moments where she basically just shuts down and accepts that, oh right, my reality is that I actually can't do any of these things for myself. It's not what I'm supposed to do. Like, I want her to be comfortable with herself and being able to take control of her own life. But again, unfortunately for him, Chika has some work to do. He does in fact need help learning how to do the balloons well, because man, those things just pop, and I apparently decided to go into like super deep shit just to backtrack to this moment with Kaguya here. Hypersensitive, this is much like torture. It is actually torture. I've always had a similar issue with the noise aspect of things. I hate the sound of balloons popping. I hate any sudden noise. It just comes out of like nowhere. And so it's like, that's why in the fucking horror movies, like, they never actually fucking scare me. I just hate the sudden sound effects that just have to spring in to really catch you by surprise. So even if it's like, oh, I know what's about to happen, it's the noise that gets you. Because I'm just like, why? But no, like, to hear the same repetitive noise too, in particular, no. Kaguya, even before her really nice moment of taking the info that Miyuki's sharing with her and expressing to her, and being able to respond in a very kind, genuine way, was also still like trying to be supportive by like not bugging him to like maybe have to go out because the noise is getting to her. She was still like just trying to do her best to work through it all. But then yeah, eventually he caught on, and like through all his mess ups, you know, it really started to eat at him too. So led to that really nice moment. I just this season's almost over. Things are really starting to unravel. We have that ominous narration by the people who were doing the little interviews. They're bringing up rumors again. It's all culminating to something big. And I imagine it's probably going to be a bit emotional, so we'll have to see how we all fare on that one. Anyways, though, I hope you have a great day or night, whatever the heck you're watching this. Let me know your thoughts down below. Are you excited for the next upcoming episodes? What was your favorite part of this episode? Was it, like, the beginning with Ino, and then, like, the brief Ishigami moments, but obviously the main focus was Ino? Was it the interluding bits with Chika? Well, I mean, this whole interview section, actually. Was that one of your favorites, especially going into bringing up the rumor? Rumor, legend. And then going into Chika's soon-to-be plight, but then it subverts your expectations with this really heartwarming scene, which, you know, feels like one of the, not first, but, you know, one of the more open, genuine talks we've had between the two in a minute, to also just ultimately Chika losing the war and having to go back to her own personal hell. But yeah, I'm just interested, and hopefully I can keep up my everyday streak. I will not lie, some of these days recording has been very hard. And so, you know, I'm just doing my best. Today's in particular is very hard. I think I managed to get some energy up, but I'm pretty tired, so I'm sorry if I said the same word a few times too many, if I kind of dead stared sometimes. I don't know if I did, but that's kind of where I've been. It was a really rough day. You know, another heavy loss, effectively, is how I'll put it. So, you know, we're all doing our best, and I'm really happy with this episode, because while it did have that seriousness I was expecting, it brought back in its usual charm that, you know, gets me smiling, makes me happy. So, yeah. And I appreciate all of you for being here, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.